Okay, so as I said, I am going to be predominantly showing you the setup. I'm going to give you a quick 1 minute tour of the rest of my room. This is the door to enter when you first go in. The first thing you see is just a little wardrobe in the corner. There isn't much to that. Shelves there with boxes on it. There is a storage reason why there's all the boxes there, but I won't get into it, it's quite a long story. That's the first corner of the room, not much going on there to be honest. As you turn left, the first thing you see is just a bed. I have a lot of posters on this wall. Very annoyingly, I hit this one so it's come off the wall a little bit. Opposite this there is more shelves. This has been used less and less the longer I've had it. Mainly just use the plugs on there to supply the rest of the setup. A lot of the plugs come from that one little corner that you might be able to see. They predominantly come to fuel the rest of the setup. Opposite the setup, what we've got is a little shelf. This has been used less and less over the years as well. I had ideas for this, slowly less been able to complete the longer it goes on. On each shelf just have different themes going along. We will continue this in the future. Obviously you should subscribe to Wolfeth as it says right there. I mean, if it says it you might as well do it, you know. The main reason you are here though is for the setup. I will get into it starting with the chair. This right here is a very budget chair from Amazon. I think it was £90 in total. It's just red and black. I was going for red and black theme throughout all of it. I've now just sort of made it into like it can be whatever colour it wants, to be honest. There isn't much going on with the chair. It's very comfy. It's got the red and black theme, as I said. I've had this for less than a year now. The entire setup I would say is about a year old. I've decided to go left to right, so we'll start off with this side. Down here is a drawer below the desk. This desk has drawers on it. It was custom built by me and a few other people. But this is usually where I keep all my cameras. The camera I'm currently holding right now would go in that little space there. I don't know the full details to each of these cameras. They are in the description of each one of my videos though. If you're interested in what I use to record, those two cameras and the one I'm currently using right now will be in the description. I just use this space for charging, everything camera related. I have a few mounts over there. The box is actually a spare battery for my laptop, which we will now get into. My laptop is by far the oldest thing in the setup. It is 5 years I believe now. I've had this for a very long time. It hasn't failed me yet. The only thing is there's a problem with the battery, so that's a reason why I have the replacement battery down there. Under the actual laptop there is a cooler stand. That also has the red and black theme. I've bought that just to raise this up a little bit. If we go down to what it would be like as a chair, the laptop is just raised up a little bit, making it easy to use, making it more eye level with the rest of the other monitors. It is a little bit further back, but it works for what I want it, and I'm very happy with it. Now move on to the main monitor of the setup. This is the one I mainly use for gaming and also editing. This one is by Element Gaming. It's a 144Hz monitor. This is the most recent monitor I bought. Again, the links to everything will be in the description if you're interested. But yeah, the refresh rate is 144Hz, as I said. It's 24 inches. That is also 24 inches. It might be 23.5, but yeah. And this one over here is just a 19-inch TV. I'll get into that in a little bit. Moving on to the second one, this is a Samsung brand monitor. Again, the links to it will be in the description, the exact model number and things like that. This is the second most recent monitor I bought. 24 inches as well. I use this as a primary. This is only 60Hz. I use this mainly as just a second monitor, to be honest. Discord maybe might be on it, things like YouTube and things like that. Moving on to the third monitor. This is just a standard TV. I use this for console games mostly, because the PS4 down there I use this for. We'll get into that shortly as well. But right now I'm using this as a third monitor. As you can clearly see right now, we have the live sub counts on there. Go subscribe to me if you want. I'm on 144 right now. Doing a little competition with my mate MGTV. His link will now be in the description. You should go subscribe to him. He does very good content. He started YouTube again. But these are just a few of my friends that we got on here. Check them all out. Also my second channel, Extra Wolf, will be in the description. If we come back round to the front, this is the Havoc keyboard that I use. It's fully mechanical, blue switches. I did a review on this keyboard. I rate it so much. I've had this for maybe 4 months now, a decent amount of time to get used to it. I love this keyboard so much. The clicky switches was an actual thing I wanted, alright, so you can choose brown if you like this keyboard. It comes with a mouse. One thing I would say is it's probably heavier than what you would like, but I actually am alright with heavy mouses. I use them other than light ones. But yeah, the keyboard I rate it so much. As I said, it's blue switches. Everything's fully mechanical. It has the little, I think it's called the hovering key effect, I'm not quite sure. Or the floating keys where the keycaps are just raised up a little bit. It makes it a much easier typing experience. Moving on to the mouse, it's fully customizable, has 2 buttons down the side. You can change the DPI and colour of the mouse completely as you want without any software. I rate that very highly. Come again back to the right, secondary keyboard and mouse I use for PS4 games. This was when I was using my PS4 predominantly, and the game would show straight on there. This was originally the first keyboard I used and first mouse I used. These are both by Evo Labs. I actually would say this is a very good starting off keyboard. It's a gaming theme, as you can clearly tell. It's got 3 colours. It is RGB. The mouse just goes through a bit of colours. There isn't software for it, which is a bit disappointing. But the standard thing, it just goes through all the colours, which is alright for me. Here is the PC. It's a fairly decent computer. It is quite budget. So for example, I have a 1050 Ti in there, soon being upgraded to a 1660, but I have 16GB of RAM. It's an i5 processor. There's a 120GB SSD in there along with a 1TB hard drive. Also, if you come up top here, I have an external hard drive, my headset, and a few PS4 games. I've sold quite a lot of them. So as I said, this is about a year old now, including everything that you see here. I'm very happy with what I've got so far. It works for everything I needed. If we take a look under the desk, the cables are hidden at the top there with cable sleeves and a little bit of tape up there. You can't see that from the top, so it's perfect. If I turn those off, you can see that the LED strips go all the way around the desk, literally in everything. The cable management, it's all sleeved. Where the PS4 is and all the plugs, if you look up underneath here, there is one of those plug socket things. I can't remember what they're really called, but that's where all the wires are mainly there. I've hid it as well as I can. From the front, you can't really see that. There is one cable coming down here for my main monitor. I can't hide that yet. I've done the best I can. It's pretty much in plain view, so that needs to be improved. But with the lights, it can go through. Didn't show you the remote before, but it can go all through these colours. I mainly just keep it on the fade because that's what I prefer the most. Final thing I would say is the PS4 down there. I've had this for a very long time now, 4 years maybe without PS4. It's very old. I'm thinking of selling it just to improve the rest of my PC. I honestly don't use that at all anymore. I can't think of the last time I did. But as I said, this would go to this monitor right here. I would use that for gaming and still have the 2 monitors for my PC over here. Quickly at the end, I'll just move on to the controllers. We have one Xbox 360 controller there that I use for my PC. I love that controller so much, I bought it a while ago. We then have 3 PS4 controllers on there, custom ones when I used to play. Love them all to bits. Pretty sure I've covered everything, so then again, here is the entire setup. I can't get it in all at once, but yeah. So that's the setup complete. It's been very long awaited, I guess you could say. I did say I would show it a long time ago, but obviously I've been working on it for a while. A little disclaimer I want to say now is that I bought 95% of this setup. As you know, I am 15, so I've had a lot of obviously birthday money, things like that to work on the setup. But pretty much the one thing I didn't buy was the TV, like the third monitor. We just had that, so I decided to use it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It's been X Wolf. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.